أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، والتابعين إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم ارزقنا علما نافعا ورزقا واسعا وشفاء من كل داء، ونعوذ بك من يا الله من علم لا ينفع، ومن قلب لا يخشع، ومن عين لا تدمع، ومن نفس لا تشبع، ومن دعاء لا يستجاب له. آمين آمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم ألهمنا وسددنا، اللهم ألهمنا رشدنا، وقنا شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا، وأتمم علينا نعمك ظاهرة وباطنة، واسترنا فوق الأرض وتحت الأرض ويوم العرض عليك، واجعلنا من المتقين، واجعلنا من أوليائك الصالحين، ومن جندك المنصورين، ومن أهل العزة والتمكين، ومن أهل التواضع والرضا واليقين، ومن أهل التوكل والثقة يا رب العالمين، ومن أهل الولاية، ومن أهل الحب، ومن أهل المحبة، من أهل الإخلاص، ومن أهل الصدق، ومن أهل القربة، ومن أهل الصفح، ومن أهل الأناة، ومن أهل الصفات. اللهم جملنا بصفاتك من صفاتك يا رب العالمين، وأكرمنا وأنت أكرم الأكرمين، وأعزنا وأنت العزيز الحكيم، وتولنا وأنت ولي النعم والقادر عليها يا رب العالمين. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, something came in my heart, but what came in my heart is a lot. It's a lot. And I try to capture it in one topic or two topics, but I can't. And this is why today I will call it justice between humble and humility and arrogant. We start with Adam alayhi salam. Adam alayhi commit sins. Iblis la'natullah alayhi commit sins. One Allah forgive, one Allah do not forgive. Why? One has humble and humility and he asks, Allah forgive me. Adam alayhi salam, Allah forgive him. The another one, he become arrogant, he questioning. Why you want me to make sajda to someone? You create him from clay and I create me from nar. By this way, the arrogant start questioning the qudra of Allah, the wisdom of Allah. And when we look to all messenger prophets, they make mistakes and they ask Allah to forgive them. You remember Nuh alayhi salam, oh Allah, what about my son? He said, it's not good deed. It's not amalun salih. It's not a good deed. Don't ask me what you do not know. He said, Allah forgive me. I will not ask anymore. And we go to Musa alayhi salam, we go to Isa, all of them. Even Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And this is something extremely important today. I want all of you to know it because this can make us waste our time, big time, and waste our heart. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sitting with beautiful people from Quraysh, the elite, the top of the top, the leader. He tried to give them da'wah. Rasulullah sallam intention, if he give them da'wah, this is the leader, this is the rich people, this is the elite. Many people will follow them. I want you to hear this because has a message from Allah, not from me. And in meantime, by the qadr of Allah, this poor blind man coming, knocking on the door, and he want to ask Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and he want to gain knowledge, and he want to get closer to Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he treat him little bit like not important. That's it. Because he's busy now. with this elite. And Jibreel alayhi salam come. Imagine, right away. Surah Abasa. عبس وتولى أن جاءه الأعمى. When the blind person come, وما يدريك لعله يزكى. How you know? Maybe he's coming, he wants to get closer to me. أو يذكر فتنفعه الذكرى. Or maybe he coming to get a reminder, it will benefit him. أما من استغنى. What about the one who are استغنى? What is استغنى? Meaning they do not want it. Meaning now what? The people of Quraysh, Rasulullah is making the effort, is not them. They do not want guidance. Rasulullah making the effort from his end. I want you to hear this very clearly, because this is a message for all of us, individual, family, and society. فأنت له تصدى وما عليك إلا يزكى وأما من جاءك يسعى وهو يخشى فأنت عنه تلاهى. I want you to read the beginning of Surah Abasa and read it with tafsir. The bottom line is, in this beginning of the chapter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sending angel Jibreel alayhi salam with what? With blaming. He blaming Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam for his action. I want you to understand this. I tell it to you for a long, long time. I tell it to many people and I see it. How many of us running after someone, a daughter, a son, a husband, a wife, a neighbor, a friend, people close to us, with the intention, oh, I want to give them dawah, I feel they are good, but they're not coming. They're not coming. They're not seeking. They're not making effort. What Allah tell you? Get away. You want to give dawah? Give dawah to those who coming, who want it. And even when you study Rasulullah sallam and his Rasul, this is duty. He has to do it. There's a big difference between a massive da'wah in a gathering and individual da'wah. How you can give individual da'wah to somebody who do not want it? How many of us, oh brother, but is my sister, is my brother, is my daughter, is my son? Nothing you can do. What about his uncle? I want you to focus about this point, because this point is extremely important. Because this has no justice to yourself, has no justice to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has no justice to your own time, your own money, your own ability. Why you making effort with people who do not want it? They have no desire. And if somebody coming for you and he really want to have da'wah, we have no time for them. Why? Because we occupied by other. That's why if you humble to Allah, you remember the wisdom and advice from Allah to all of us. It doesn't matter if the person is your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife, your neighbor, your brother, your sister, your mom, your auntie. It doesn't matter. Either Allah opened their heart and they really want and desire to be guided, or some people is blocked. Is blocked. Whatever what you say is not there. Don't waste your time. Somebody said, oh brother, but they have good deed. They are very good people. Excuse me. How many kafir is a good heart? How many kafir has good soul? But they are not guided. What you want me to do? This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It's not the status. It's not how many people. It's not the elite. Honest to Allah, I bear witness to Allah. I said it many times in my life and I'm saying it. A lot of people who do da'wah, they are a mushrik. They do shirk. Because all of a sudden, you have no justice to yourself. You arrogant against Allah. You arrogant against all the knowledge. You're full of arrogance. Why? Because I'm using my mental. I'm thinking according to my mental or emotion. Who are you? You putting yourself above Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and after that you're making a lot of effort, or you're spending a lot of money or a lot of time with people is not want to be guided. Somebody said, oh brother, how you say that? You do not know the unseen. Look at Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. One person is coming. There's big difference between a person coming to you, want to da'wah, and you running after others. I want you not to forget that. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he's wishing for the elite of the people of Quraysh to be a Muslim. He wishing. This is what he wants. What about me and you? Oh, I wish to be my sister. I wish so and so. I wish so and so. So and so is good. So and so. Who tell you that? Who tell you? Are they coming? No. Are they making effort? No. Are they showing any interest? No. Are they making effort and they really want to guide them? No. What is the chapter of Abasa wa Tawalla? Or Abasa? What is the chapter of Surah Abasa? What is the purpose of it? What is the wisdom? Is at this time, in Mecca time, is Rasulullah is desperate to have the elite in his hand? Sure. He's desperate to have the elite in status and power? Yes. Allah do not want it this way. And Allah chose the blind man above all the elite. What is the message? Does anybody get it? Allah put one person, blind, poor, very simple person, above all the elite. And some of them, they have beautiful quality. Why? Only one thing. Because this person has humble and humility and coming seeking guidance. I'm going to repeat it again because I honest to Allah, I believe it without no doubt. And I'm saying it loud and clear once and for all. Sometimes we're wasting our time and our resources, our money, our everything for people do not want guidance. They do not want it. We running after them. Not they running after Allah. Let me give you bad news. It will never happen. This is the sunnah of Allah. And look, years go by, and the poor, very poor, needy people, they become the elite. And the majority of the elite die as a non-Muslim. Even some of them died with the curse of Allah. Even some of them, the Prophet ﷺ was wishing them to be the one. And a lot of them is a member of the family of Rasulullah ﷺ. Is this not a message for you? Are we so arrogant we cannot see the wisdom of Allah? Are we so arrogant we cannot see the justice of Allah? Are we so arrogant we have no light and basira? And we're always running after emotion or mental? Emotion and intelligence, if it's not governed by Allah, it becomes a chaos and become a waste. And all the time you become a slave to shaitan and you do not know. Shaitan bubble your emotion or bubble your thinking, and you're not supposed to be bubbled by shaitan. You're supposed to be governed by Allah wa Rasuluh. By this way, why I'm going to so and so, why I make effort with so and so, why I spend some time with so and so, this is called ikhlas, this is called sincerity, this is called Islam, this is called belonging to Allah. But oh brother, you do not know, but so and so is nice, so and so I feel it. You can go after your feeling until you die. What does your feeling mean? If Allah has not written it, if the person is not making effort, if the person is not seeking, what are you going to do? What anybody can do, what even Rasulullah is able to do to his own uncle and his own family and his own clan, he cannot do it. Why Allah wanted this way? To teach us a lesson. He is the owner of guidance. We cannot guide whom we love, but He guide whom He please. Is a principle. But if I have a justice, the beginning of justice to belong to Allah and to be a Muslim. And let me tell you, a lot of Muslims today is not in the state of Islam. Because if you follow your emotion or you follow your thinking, you're not a Muslim. You're not a Muslim. What destroys shaitan? Thinking. When he think about the condition of Adam according to him. You create him from clay, I'm here to create me from fire. He used rationale above the qudra of Allah. He used his intelligence and he forget who's he talking to. By this way, the arrogant make you blind, do not see the truth. And after that, once you have a little bit of arrogance, shaitan gets you. And you will never see the truth. And he will decorate the truth for you. And flip, and the batil, the wrong, the evil, become the truth in your eye. And the truth become batil. Today we see it even in the Muslim Ummah. In many levels. When we focus about a different school of thought, a different ideology, a different groups, a different sheikh, a different that, and we forget the loyalty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We forget the love to each other for Allah. We forget the unity of the fabric of the ummah. We forget the message by itself. Is this not injustice? Is this not arrogant? To the loyalty to a sheikh, or a loyalty to a group, or a loyalty to ideology. Today what happened? You have another loyalty. Loyalty to politics. By this way, politics become above Allah wa Rasul. And the media becomes the drugs of the ummah. Do you know what is Quran? One of the explanations of the Quran is the news. The news of the past. Quran. The news of the past. The news of the future. The news of the present. By this way, if you are a person of Quran, meaning a Muslim, the news will not be CNN or BBC or whatever television station. No, the news in Quran. And once I have the news of Quran, it allows me to filter what's going on. It allows me to see. When you see people today among us, they fighting for election, they causing chaos, and they spreading mischief with the name of justice and the name of democracy. And these are one, they destabilize the whole nation. They destabilize the economy. And even if you elect them, elect whom? Elect whom? And can one person do it? No way. No way. It will never happen. By this way, Islam teach me, if you see someone really running so hard for election, he's the worst one in the ummah. Get away from them. This is the teaching of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We do not give it to those who are running after it. And we give it to those who are running from it. Because they have piety, because they have the fear of Allah. Today, all of a sudden, the fear of Allah, Islam, Quran, Hadith, Allah is finished. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. And too much mental and too much emotion. Meaning the person in a state of shirk is the person in a state of kufr. Because he believes in himself, he believes in nafs, he believes in his shaitan. Meaning now he is what? Abdu shaitan. And the person doesn't see it. And the time go by. Zikrullah, no, you have no time. Reading Quran, no time. Doing good deed, no time. Belong to Allah, no time. Learning, no time. Teaching, no time. And just the ummah become what? just following the news and waiting and argue with each other about different topic. Is this Allah said? No. Is this Rasulullah said? No. Similar in a family level. Same. My daughter is this, my son is this, my sister is this, my father is this, my mother is this. Fitna. Where it coming from? Lack of justice. Lack of justice. And I said it before. You will never have justice to nobody unless you have justice to yourself. If you fail to have justice to yourself, how you do justice to anybody else? You will never be. You will never be. If you fail to have justice between you and Allah, and if you have justice between you and Allah, you will be humble. What is humble? Humble to the word of Allah. Humble to the advice of Allah. Meaning you are in a state of obedience and submission to Allah. Finished. When a situation arises, when a news arises, you take it according to what? What Allah promised. What Allah said. Is this topic is big? Yes, it's big. Why is big? It's very small for the companion. It's so big for us. Because our nafs is very high. Our arrogance is so deep. Our submission to Allah may be 1 point of million and million. Like if you ask me how is our Islam by nanosecond or microsecond. It's not even by second or minute. Our iman in Allah is very weak, extremely weak. And once situation arises, once our tongue talk, it has no submission. It's all mentally. I talk to people, and these people, the way they talk, it has no Islam at all. It's according to their own education. It's no Islam, zero Islam. Even whom they quote everybody in earth except Allah wa Rasul. Imagine if the non-Muslim become our pioneer, our constitution, deep out in our heart. Damage is done, big time. That's the way I think, the way I reflect, according to them. And this is what the colonialism did. Look at Malaysia right now. One of the most strongest economy in earth. One of the most strongest currency in earth. And you want to destabilize it. And who destabilize it? Their own people. Our Muslim brother and sister in Islam. They follow someone, Allah knows who he is. And we follow the news, the government is corrupted, the government is corrupted. Give me one government today in any place on earth is not corrupted. The only government is not corrupted is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Khulafa al-Rashidin and Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. That's it. 5. Imagine 5 or 6. That's it. If we are a Muslim, this is what we believe. This is the people have justice, ruler in their own life. That's it. What it means? No justice. When there's no justice, is no vision. We cannot see the truth. And even if we see it, it's so corrupted and polluted. By whom? By our sick heart. Again, when you look to all messenger prophets, they made mistakes. And when Allah acknowledged their mistake to them, they asked Allah to forgive them. Yunus alayhi salam, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Musa alayhi salam, inni lamma anzalta ilayya min khayrin faqir. Adam alayhi salam, Allahumma inna dhallamna anfusna. وَإِن لَمْ تَغْفِرْ لَنَا وَتَرْحَمْنَا لَنَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Everybody seek forgiveness, make tawbah, make a U-turn. Finished. But we have a problem today. All of us is right. We do not admit we have a problem. Imagine Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu who believe he has a problem. All the companions live and die and they believe they might be a hypocrite. And today what we do, I see it. Our mind is already corrupted, is full of colonialism, touched by a very thin layer of Islam. That's why who you follow? You follow all the non-Muslim leader. Who is your role model? Non-Muslim leader. And we're supposed to be follow and governed by Allah wa Rasuluh. Who's our teacher? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who's our role model? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After that, the companion of Rasulullah. That's why when an issue arises, when even a topic arises, when a news arises, I should take it and address it according to Allah wa Rasuluh and a companion and the early pious people. And these people will lead me. This is the one who will lead me. Allah will lead me. But I feel sick when a person, all they talk about it, so-and-so professor, so-and-so professor, so-and-so professor, so-and-so professor, so-and-so politician, so-on. Excuse me, where's Allah? And you do not see it. You do not see it. You do not see it. And this I see it all over. If this is the new youth who's going to take over after our death, what kind of Islam we have? Is this people who has no Islam at all in their heart? No Islam. Yes, they pray, they make shahada, but no Islam. Their thinking, their heart is rooted completely non-Muslim. What else he said? And this is why when a fitna arises, they suck it. This is not the quality of the mu'min. If the fitna arises and you drink it completely and you become a part of it, something wrong with your heart. Meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordained to you to be a part of the fitna. Why? Something sick in your heart. You not belong to Allah. You not belong to Allah. But if you belong to Allah, Allah will allow you to see. You will go to seek knowledge or advice or consultation from somebody you trust. Somebody belong to Allah. If you want vote, if you want be elected or you want elect someone, somebody who know Allah, somebody close to Allah, somebody you know his agenda. Today, we are so drowning in blindness. What the Arabic people used to say, when somebody talk, don't listen. When somebody talk, don't listen. Watch what the person do. You know what he's talking about. Do we implement this even in the news today? Imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, no, we do not quote Allah. Rasulullah said, we do not quote Rasulullah. The companion said, we do not quote. And we quote a non-Muslim people. They are our fundamental thinker and belief. They are the one. Meaning my loyalty, my belief, my devotion, my sincerity to them. And I find the person tell you, no, you are wrong. But their talk, their thinking, their understanding, their belonging to them. The way they understand things to them. Imagine when I give you a hidden magnetic to make you suck to me and you do not see it. What more than that? This is the ultimate injustice to yourself. Why? Because you fail to have humble and humility to Allah. And you did not ever listen to Allah's advice. This is the price. By the way, at this time, all over, because this message is not for you, it's for all mankind. I feel so sad about what's happening in Malaysia. Malaysia is one of the most strongest Muslim country until today. And they want to destroy the economy, destroy the stability, and people go in chaos. This is what they want. And who helping them? Us. We doing it by our own hand. Why? Because we have no vision. We have no fundamental belief in Allah. We talk without any belonging to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what happened. If you not belong to Allah, if you lost the justice between you and Allah, your vision is not clear. Your thinking is not clear. Your emotion is not clear. Your understanding of life is not clear. If it's not clear, and it's so polluted and so rooted with all shayateen and arrogant and emotion and everything else, how you can do anything right? How you can belong to Allah? And if you die in this state, what are you going to say to Allah? Professor so-and-so said, teacher so-and-so said. Don't forget the damage is done. Big time. Big time. Because when you study what is Islam, Islam is a way of life, is a deen. This deen, it's what it's supposed to be. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you do, the way you act, the way you react, is all governed by Allah. What happens if my iman is weak and my connection with Allah is weak? What it means? Something else will take over. My education. Don't forget, until now, a lot of people do not understand what meaning education. By the time you finish college and high degree, if you think you're free, you're not free. You finished. Damage is done. You have 8 years of brainwash. They planning you. They planted the seed. By the way, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you act, the way you react is completely Jewish or a Christian. It has nothing to do with Islam at all. And this is why when we come to marriage, is a failure. Why? Because our argue according to them. Our talk, our relationship according to them. And if the fabric of the family is broken, what else left? What else left? What else left? Again, what is the topic? No justice. No justice. You want to do justice? You want to spread justice? You have to have justice within. And justice within will never happen unless you humble yourself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once you humble yourself to Allah wa Rasuluh, what will happen? In a situation rise, you think, what Allah said, what Rasulullah said, what the companion said in this condition. What do you think, what their advice will be for me? I do not know. Let me go to somebody I trust to ask him what is advice. Meaning seek consultation and seek knowledge. This is a Muslim. Apply it individual, family, collective, society. We do not do that. We do not do that. To the point, our nafs, our ego, our arrogance, our professor, our teacher is Akbar, not Allahu Akbar. And this is why you find in a street level all over the Muslim Ummah is a division. Where is the division coming from? Us. The division of the heart. Like when I was young, one scholar, he said, Allah is one. If all of us going to Allah, watch what happened. We're getting closer. You coming toward Allah, I'm coming toward Allah, you coming toward Allah. Allah will unite us. Allah is one, Quran is one, the Sunnah is one, the Prophet is one, the companion, the message is one. But if we all is going to the message, it will make us closer to each other. If any topic make us apart, we not belong to Allah. No way. Even if you pray, you have hijab, you have niqab, you have beard, it doesn't matter. If we getting away from each other, there's no Islam. Something wrong. This causes division. And right now what they do, they're doing exactly what they did 500 years ago. Divide to conquer. Once you're making division, that's it. Even in the family. You remember the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam when he said shaitan sit every day in his own throne. And they call the shayateen, what you did today, what you did today. Somebody, I make so-and-so commit zina, I say make so-and-so stealing, so-and-so killing, so-and-so. He's not interested. And one person, he said, I make so-and-so divorce his wife. He said, come, you close to me. Meaning division and make people dispute with each other to break the relationship is the highest. And this is why is many hadith about the end of time, the disease of all the nations, hasad and baghda, the envy and jealousy and hating each other, having bad feeling against each other. And look at the opposite. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةً. Only the believer is brotherhood. Only the believer is brotherhood. If we fail to be a brotherhood, if we fail to love each other, we're not going anywhere. And we will never love each other unless we have Iman. And if we have Iman, we love each other. We talk about it. Where it coming from? The justice within. This justice within, it makes me feel responsible about myself, responsible about my family, responsible about the nation, aching for the ummah, aching for the condition of the ummah, aching for the condition of the future of the ummah. And if I ache, now I ask myself what to do, what I can do. Number one, I develop my own Iman and I be free from injustice, and I try to have justice within, to able to spread the justice within. Believe me, I have a lot of messages. One of the another sign of injustice, you will not believe it. It's called al-qana'a, meaning contentment. Contentment can be unjust, yes. You have two contentment. One contentment with Allah. This is the highest level. This is the highest level. Ar-rida billah. And the another one, contentment with shaitan. How you be content with shaitan when you be defeated? Shaitan tell you, no, you don't have it. You don't have the quality. You are this. You are that. You cannot be forgiven. It's this. It's that. You have no ability. You waste yourself. Yeah. He make you waste your life, waste your time, waste your resources, and not accomplish anything. And you have contentment with shaitan. They call it the negative contentment. The contentment can lead you to Jahannam. One contentment lead you to high level of Jannah, and one contentment lead you to Jahannam. The contentment lead you to Jannah is the contentment for Allah, with Allah, toward Allah. I have no quality. Oh, Allah give me quality. I have no mean. Oh, Allah help me, and I make an effort. I call Allah. I believe in Allah. I believe Allah can help me. I believe, and I make effort. And I keep forward. But if I content with shaitan, I cannot do it. I'm a failure. I'm this. I'm that. I lost my life. It's all negative, 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 negative. Who are you? You are Abdul Shaitan, the slave of Shaitan. Who are you? You are content with Shaitan. This is the ultimate disgrace and the ultimate injustice. Ultimate disgrace and ultimate injustice to yourself. What else do you want? Huh? Because in the opposite, even if you are a sinner, what Allah will do? He tell you, come, make tawbah, I forgive you. I can change your bad deed to good deed. I can change your bad quality to good quality. I can change your weakness to strength. I can change your disability to ability. Is all what? Iman and justice. Iman and justice. Again, a lot of us do not know what justice is. To believe in Allah is justice. Disbelieve in Allah is injustice. You said, how I can disbelieve in Allah? Disbelieve in Allah, He will forgive you. Disbelieve in Allah, He give you the quality. Disbelieve in Allah, He can do it. Disbelieve in Allah, He can give you and open for you. Any negativity is lack of Iman. A mu'min has no negativity at all. Zero negativity. Zero doubt. Zero weakness. Zero defeat. Mu'min is powerful because he's connected to Allah. And he returned everything to Allah. Even if I do nothing. Don't ever forget Abasa wa Tawalla. Don't ever forget it, because this has a beautiful, powerful message. It's not the elite. It's not the money. It's not the status. Allah do not want it. Allah do not care about how much money you have, how elite you are, how big you are. No. What about Talut and Jalut? Why Allah choose Talut? Why Allah choose all messenger prophets? Is a choosing. And what the first qualities you do? Humble and humility to their Lord. You're sick, humble and humility to your Lord. You do not have certain quality. Thank Allah. Everything do not happen without the wisdom and will of Allah. I have no means. Allah do not care about my means because He's the owner of all the means. Allah wants only one thing from me, my heart, my belief. I might live and die. And what I have in my heart, I cannot spread it. Is Allah will ask me about why I do not spread it? No. Because tawfiq from Allah. Allah will question me about what I have in my heart. This is the victory. This is the justice. This is the humble. What is humble and humility? When you content with the qadar of Allah. You are content with the ordained and decree of Allah. But some people can take it and say, you see, I do not have quality, I'm content. I'm paralyzed, I'm content. Yes, but Allah, He wants you to make an effort. And this effort has no limit. The effort of the heart. And if the effort of the heart is clean, sincere, pure, believe in Allah, Allah give you ability. Allah can take whatever you heart in your heart and spread it in your behalf. Don't underestimate your belief and your connection with Allah. This is why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, رُبَّ أَشْعَثُ أَغْبَرُ. Maybe a man full of dust, dirty. If he come to a masjid, nobody care. And if he doesn't show up, nobody care. if he raises his hand to Allah and swear to Allah to do, Allah will accept. Why? His iman, his faith, his yaqeen, his tawakkul, his rida, his sincerity of his relationship. This we're missing today. And let me tell you, I'm really scared. I'm really super scared in my heart. Because I saw people, the vision become fine, nothing. The vision becomes the vision of shayateen. And they do not see. And they have Quran and Hadith. But their vision full of shayateen. How I am a Muslim, my vision full of shayateen? Because I'm a Muslim from outer, a kafir from inner. A Muslim from outer, a mushrik with inner. Any situation, any news, anything happen. If you are a Muslim, you said, Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Allah say the truth. Meaning the scale of understanding anything, number one, you return it to Allah. After you return it to Allah, you return it to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After you return it to Rasulullah, you return it to those who know. This is the sequence Allah wants. Not you. You are a slave. Imagine if you are a slave to shaitan and yourself. Everything you take it mentally. Everything emotionally. And when I hear people, Wallahi, I swear by Allah, when I'm going to meet him, I do not see a dot of Islam in their talk. Zero Islam. Zero. What is Islam? Is a status within. What kind of status? Status to make me believe, or supposed to believe, or I like it, or I believe or don't. I'm Abdullah. I'm the slave and servant of Allah. We talk about it, we believe it, we write it in the paper. But when the time comes, do I behave as a slave? Do I even ask Allah, oh Allah, guide me in any condition? Did I start my thinking with, oh Allah, guide me? In the middle of thinking, oh Allah, guide me? In the end of thinking, oh Allah, guide me? I see it even in the time of marriage, in the time of a relationship, in the time of a job, in the time of everything. Everything has to do with emotion and mental. If you're too mentally, humble yourself for Allah. Because Allah is the governor. And Allah hates to give you a gift and you use it with his own enemy. Allahu Akbar. Imagine Allah give you a gift. You take the gift from Allah, you give it to his own enemy, shaitan. And tell shaitan, you govern me. I don't like Allah. This is what we're doing today. The talk is Islam, but the servant, I'm servant to shaitan. And the servant to the enemy of Allah. But I wear hijab and niqab and beard and everything. But I'm enemy of Allah wa Rasulullah. What else you want? Why today we eating each other like worm? Because we have no unity of the heart. If we have unity of the heart, we have unity of the thinking, we have unity of each other, we have unity of thought, for sabilillah. It just makes sense. And this is why my message all this year, we have to free ourselves from our disease within. And we have to embrace Islam. Believe in Allah, really believe in Allah. It's not every time you hear a news, all of a sudden, Islam is gone. Islam is gone. Wallahi, today I see people worship shaitan. They worship shaitan 24 hours and they do not know. To the point, their belief of the scholar of non-Muslim is above Allah wa Rasul. They trust them. They believe in them. They quoting them. And we're supposed to quote Allah, number one, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, companion, and the early pious people. You cannot do that because they wrote it with kufr and shirk and you do not see it. And this a disease spread so big. I open the television, I see the news all over the Muslim country, and all the youth argue with each other, argue, ready to kill each other. For what? For argue. For shaitan's sake, not Allah's sake. If you are a mu'min, you will never fight each other. I was telling people yesterday, the companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they argue with each other. They have a different opinion, but they love each other. They respect each other. Imagine Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one of the battle, he was walking with his army and his people. When one place, he stopped. And he started telling or commanding the people to go down. They went down. One person came to him, he said, Ya Rasulullah, why we came down? He said, we're going to camp in here. I want you to hear this conversation very clearly. He said, Ya Rasulullah, is this is revelation or this is your own mental decision? This is your own. He said, no, this is my decision. He said, if it's a revelation, we obey. But if your decision, we have better than that. We know this area better than you, Ya Rasulullah. And we advise you. Even in another report, Rasulullah said, okay, what you advise me to do? Rasulullah seeking advice, seeking consultation. How many of us daily, we make our own decision, everything without no consultation, even no consultation of Allah. And what Rasulullah said? He obeyed the right decision. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala generated many conditions like that? To teach us humble and humility and listen to the truth, whatever it is. This is justice. This is humble and humility. This is Islam. This is servanthood to Allah. Are we there? Why? Why today the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer, and Muslim each, even the leader among the Muslim eating each other like worm, fighting and argue. We can argue, we can have a dispute, we can have a different opinion, but we should not have a division. We should not. If we claim we are a Muslim, we should not have a division, especially at this time. If you claim you are a Muslim, you should not generate any division at all. We should try to get together, to unite, by any means. Yes, we may have a division. How many companions traveled with each other? And some of them, they understand Qasr and Jama one way, and another group understand it different way. And these people pray this way, these people pray this way, but none of them complain or claim he is right and another one is wrong. They understood. They have certain ijtihad and they did the best. And they have different understanding in one opinion or one understanding or one topic, which join Salah and doing qasr, which shortening the Salah. You can hear about it, read about it. This is only one topic. You see how many companion was divided over the understanding of this topic. But you will never see any companion said, I'm right more than you. It will never exist. And they follow each other, they love each other, you're united in one goal, but certain miscellaneous, they have different opinion. It's not a big deal. But the big deal to have division. The big deal to break our heart with each other. The big deal not to have no justice between us and Allah. Big deal to lose ourselves as a slave of Allah. Because if you lose that, what else left? Your decision will be wrong, will be according to shaitan. Your action and reaction will be according to shaitan. You become weak, defeated. You waste your life, you waste your time, you waste everything, you waste your intelligence, you waste your ability. And after that, may shaitan make you failure. And after that, make you cry over the failure, which kufr over kufr. You can get up, you can make tawbah, you can make istighfar, you can call Allah, you can make U-turn. Who's stopping you? I hope you understand me. Because I'm boiling inside. I'm watching the diseases of the Ummah spread. Actually, the diseases of all the nation before us spread. What is the savior? Real Iman, real Basira, and real the sequence of how to see, how to act, how to react. This sequence is not up to me and you. It is governed by Allah wa Rasul. If you are a Muslim, or if you claim you are a Muslim. Our tongue is easy to talk, but no Islam. No Islam. And this is why we have no power. You have no strength. And all this coming from what? Heedlessness. Heedlessness. Dunya. And we do not remember Allah. We do not remember death. We do not remember we're going to meet Allah and stand in the front of Allah. Imagine if I'm a Muslim and I know every word I said, it will be accountable to me or against me. Do you think I will talk like that? I think like that? Imagine if I'm quoting all kind of professor, but I'm not quoting Allah wa Rasulullah, and I die. What I'm going to say to Allah? They are my role model. They is the one I cherishing them. They are my constitution. Islam is a state of a heart, a state of a soul, a state of an action, a state of a thought, a state of feeling. And if this state is right, it will have justice. And this justice will generate humble and humility. This humble and humility will generate me to see the truth and follow it, and see the fault and get away. And this is why one of the dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah, wa arina al-batila batilan warzuqna ijtinabah. Oh Allah, allow us to see the truth as a truth, and allow us to follow it. And oh Allah, allow us to see the false as a false, and allow us to get away from it. It's not only to see it, no. How many of us today see the truth and false, and follow the false, and not follow the truth? This ultimate disgrace from Allah. Why? Because we have no justice. We have no respect to Allah. This is the ultimate disgrace when Allah give you knowledge and make you follow the false. Why? Arrogant, ego, nafs. Nafs is sick. It has no obedience to Allah. I'm following shaitan and the footsteps of shaitan. One time Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, one man came to him. His name Yazid ibn Asad al-Qasari. He said, Rasulullah asked him, أتحب الجنة? Do you love Jannah? He said, yes. He said, if you love Jannah, love it to your brother and sister in Islam. What it mean? If I love Jannah to my brother and sister in Islam, what I should do? what I should do. I shared with you many weeks ago, if I remember, when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, "Islahu that al-bayn," to unite between people is higher than salah and fasting. Higher than salah and fasting. Islahu that al-bayn. What about islah bayn al-abd wa rabbih? What about to help people to unite between them and their Lord? How Allah will be happy. Ask yourself, what I'm spreading, what I'm living for, what I'm doing, what is my tongue doing, what is my brain doing, what is my heart doing? I'm connected to whom? United to whom? Who governing me? Who allow me to act and react? Who allow me to think? Who is my teacher deep in my heart? Who is my role model? How I spend my time? For what purpose? Is this for me or against me? This is justice, and this is humble and humility. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to the justice within and justice outside. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us and give us the quality of humble and humility and allow us to see the truth the way it is the truth and allow us to follow the truth. And oh Allah, allow us to see the wrong and get away from it, Ya Allah. And do not make us among the people who spread mischief and spread fitna. And oh Allah, cleanse our heart from shirk and kufr. Cleanse our heart from loyalty to the non-Muslim. And make our heart loyalty only to you and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah, if you're going to send fitna in earth, oh Allah, take my soul to you. Before I become fitna to myself, fitna to other. Oh Allah, if this life is good for me, make it be, Ya Allah, and put barakah in it for me. And if his death is good for me, give it to me, Ya Allah, and give me barakah in my death and life after death. Oh Allah, if I'm not living for you, by you, toward you, and according to the teaching of your beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what I'm living for, Ya Allah. What the purpose of living, Ya Allah. Make me Abdullah. Make me the slave of Allah and don't make me the slave of shaitan, Ya Allah. Allah, shaitan penetrated my heart. The non-Muslim penetrated my heart. And I'm full of it. Cleanse me, Ya Allah. Cleanse me, Ya Allah, and make me belong to you. Make me belong to you, Ya Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. One time Umar Faruq al-Ummah, he came and in his hand some pieces of paper. He said, what is that, Ya Umar? He said, this is one of some of the scripture of the Jewish people. Rasulullah get angry. He said, you have this in your hand and I'm between you. And he swear by Allah, if Musa around, he will not do nothing except follow Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Today is easy. I'm quoting from here, I'm quoting from there, I'm quoting from here, I'm quoting from there. But I'm not quoting from Allah or Rasul. And I'm thinking I'm intelligent. This is not intelligent. This shaitan deceive you. Deceive you. And make you have no any unity inside. If you have no unity, you have no power. If you have no power, you have nothing. You have weakness. You have defeat. What else left? Bunch of talk, bunch of rhetoric. And this is what happened to the Ummah. Oh Allah, don't make us among those, Ya Allah. Make me real mu'min. Make me real abd. Make me real belong to you. Make me real belong to your guidance. And oh Allah, Forgive us, Ya Allah, and make us a source of guidance, not a source of fitna, a source of wisdom by you and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not by none other. Oh Allah, forgive us, Ya Allah. Allah, I'm so weak. I'm so weak, and you are the powerful one. I have no power without your power, Ya Allah. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Oh Allah, forgive me, Allah, and forgive this ummah, and plan for this ummah. Elevate us with Islam, elevate Islam with us, and make us among those who elevate the deen of Allah, not disgrace the deen of Allah. Oh Allah, make this dunya witness to us, not against us. Make us a source of the road to you, toward you, to your pleasure, Ya Allah. Make us elevate your name and spread the peace and rahmah of you and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in earth. Oh Allah, don't make us cause of any division. Don't make us cause of any fitna, Ya Allah. And oh Allah, you see the condition of the ummah. Oh Allah, bear witness, Ya Allah, I don't like it. I disagree about it. I do not like it at all. And I wish, Ya Allah, you send your rahmah and your guidance over the ummah. To your ummah go back to you, Ya Allah. To understand you are their Lord, and they're supposed to come back to you, Ya Allah. Oh Allah, I bear witness to you, Ya Allah. There's no dignity and no victory and no goodness except by you and from you, Ya Allah. And nobody can help me except you, Ya Allah. Oh Allah, support us and support the ummah to understand that, Ya Allah. And cleanse our heart, Ya Allah. Cleanse our heart from shirk and kufr and arrogance and unity with shaitan. And fill our heart with unity for you, Ya Allah. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. اجعلنا من الذاكرين، اجعلنا من الشاكرين، اجعلنا من الحامدين، اجعلنا من المسبحين، اجعلنا من المستغفرين، اجعلنا من المتقين، اجعلنا من الصادقين، اجعلنا من المخلصين، اجعلنا من الموقنين، اجعلنا من المتوكلين، اجعلنا من أهل الثقة والرضا واليقين، وافتح علينا فتح العارفين، وأكرمنا وأنت أكرم الأكرمين، وأعزنا بعزك يا رب العالمين. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، بفضلك وجودك وكرمك وإحسانك يا رب العالمين. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. If any question, any concern, call me back inshallah if you like. Thank you a lot. Assalamu alaikum.